Engage. Sprints. Big clump. Drop your E's, boys. Drop your E's. Fucking beautiful.
Alright guys and girls, I know we've got some new people, so I thought I'd do a few how-to videos for us. We're really short on tanking at the moment. Gonna kick it off with tanks, in case anybody wants to give that a try. Some pretty simple concepts with tanking, to be fair. I'm gonna go over standard builds first. So my standard, what I would call cookie cutter PvE tank build. Start out with your soldier helmet, run block, so you become immune to all damage and all crowd control effects for 2 seconds. You can keep moving during the block. So if you're in trouble, you got big aggro, your health's dropping, you just need to give the healer a little chance to catch up, or you need to get out of a big group of mobs. Block's the one for you. You'll see in action. Just that little invulnerability there. Doesn't seem like much. Will definitely save your life. Number 2, Guardian armor. Hands down. I mean, with the exception of maybe Judy in some cases, but I would say the best PvE tanking chest piece. Always enfeeble aura. Don't be tempted to put the taunt on. You don't need it. You really don't need it. That enfeeble aura is really nice. So all enemies inside will do 60% less damage and be slowed by 15%. The aura also reveals invisible enemies. Forget about the invisible enemies PvP thing. But 60% less damage from all the mobs around you. Really nice. Look at your passives. Just run toughness. And obviously you want your threat gen on. Always need that threat gen on. If it's not on, you're not a tank. Boots. Night boots. Shield charge. Charge toward a target ally or enemy. After the charge, you apply a shield on yourself and allies in close proximity. Shield absorbs 628 damage and lasts for 3 seconds. Again, just running the toughness on the passive. You can run CC duration in some cases, but I generally just stick with the toughness. So this one's really good. If your healer's low or one of your DPS is looking a little low, you can do a quick shield charge on them. Throw a shield around them, might save their life, or you can just use it to give yourself a little bit more tanking power. If you're clicked on the mob and you use this, it'll just shield charge at the mob. Throw the shield around yourself only. Gives you 628 damage at the end of the day. It's a little shield buffer. Can't go wrong. So, first build I'm going to be showing, one-handed hammer. Very much a PvE weapon. Probably in the world of tanking, I think probably one of the best. One of the best weapons you can possibly use for PvE tanking. Run it with a Martlock cape. It's not too energy hungry. Most people are playing nature healer these days. You're getting revitalized. Martlock cape's the way to go for this one. Always run a shield. Threat generation bonus. That's what you're getting from the shield. This is a K-lift shield, so it has a little bit of CC bonus as well. Not really essential. It is nice, but any shield will do for the threat gen bonus. Take a look at the hammer. So I'm running Iron Breaker because I have it unlocked. Slams hammer into the ground in front of the caster, reduces resistances by 42 for 5 seconds. So good to increase the damage coming from your group. It deals 212 physical damage to all enemies in a 3-meter radius. So it's an AoE grab. You know, it's going to pull aggro on everything around you. Really nice. Heavy cleave on the W. It's just a big damage W attack. It has a bit of a wind-up time. I'll show you that now. See, it takes a bit of time before it hits the ground. I'll get back to that one in a minute. So the E ability, Earth Shatter. Shatters the earth, dealing 153 damage to all enemies around in a 5.5 meter radius. and stunning them for 3.1 seconds. So it's got a stun on it. So what I would generally do, you drop your stun. Once they're stunned, plenty of time to do your heavy cleave on your W without the mobs moving. Passive, if you've got it, dread laden fighting. Every 4 normal attacks, crowd control effects are increased by 50% for 2 seconds. It's not a long window. If you can get it going, it's pretty nice. If you do have mana issues, Holy Healer, no Limehurst Cape, you can always run energetic on your normal attacks as well. Foods. There's only one food for standard tanking: beef sandwich. There's some more expensive foods that'll increase maximum HP and healing received. You don't want to be spending a fortune on your consumables. If you've got the money, sure, why not? But myself, beef sandwich, max HP, gives you that extra buffer, can't go wrong. T4 poisons. Carry a stack of these on your tank, and you want like 50 of them at least. Really good if you need to burn down a mob. Like the undead dungeons, double ghost, generally I'll throw a poison on one of the ghosts. Just helps them get down quicker. Bosses, double boss. You can use it 2 ways. You can throw it on the primary target, or you can throw it on the secondary target to just help you hold aggro while you're heading on that primary target. Works both ways. Every single boss you fight, you want to put a poison on them as the tank. That should be your first thing. As you're running in, throw the poison. Really helps to pull the aggro and stick the aggro to you. You don't want them running off. Once the boss starts running, chasing around your group members, you got a nightmare getting the aggro back, because you miss this attack and miss that attack, and you're not getting your damage down. Just do yourself a favor, get the poison on straight away. So the basic principle is you hammer tank, grab some aggro, drop the stun, throw on your W, big group, you can do an enfeeble, reduce the damage coming in, so you're getting a little bit low. Using your D, just negate a little bit of damage. You know, oh, there your healer's low, suddenly your healer's low, quick shield charge, give them that extra second. Or just use it on yourself, like I say. Just a quick one again. So, pulling the mobs together. Your DPS isn't hitting right now. Quick aggro grab. Drop your stun. Throw your W. If it's a big group, drop your enfeeble. If you're taking big damage, you got your D. You got your shield charge. It's that simple. It really is. Gonna take a look at another build. We'll go Mace. So, here I've got the Incubus Mace. Looking at Q abilities. Threatening Smash. After a half a second wind up, you swing your mace, hit all enemies in front of you, dealing 485 physical damage, and also creating threat on all creatures hit. So this one generates extra threat. Snare charge, the W. Jump to a ground destination, slam your weapon on the ground, hits all enemies in a 6-meter radius, deals a bit of physical damage, roots all enemies, and interrupts spell casting. Really nice ability, I love snare charge. E on the Incubus, Shrinking Curse. Shrinks enemies in a cone in front of you, dealing 304 damage. While shrunk, damage and heal power is reduced by 40%. And max and current hit points are reduced by 25%. Really nice ability for PvE. Really helps your group get those mobs burned down. So principles are pretty similar with the mace tanking. So yeah, your enfeeble, your block, your shield charge doesn't change. Always the same, those are your armor abilities. But with the mace it works a little bit different. So before we're going in with the hammer, grabbing the aggro, doing the stun, hitting the big hit. Don't really need to do that with the mace. You know, get them grouped up, throw 1Q on them, do a root, everything died. So probably not the best example. Let me see if I can find how someone's ratted this dungeon. Boss is missing. Let's just use archers again. Not the best. So we're doing a Q, grabbing that aggro, and then rooting the mobs. Now these are ranged, so they can still hit me, but just backing out. Once you've put the root on, that as a tank, once you've grabbed that aggro, if there's a bunch of melee stuff in there, you don't need to stay in there and keep taking the damage and giving your healer a hard time. There's no reason why you need to be there. You can just do a root, take a step back. Obviously if it's ranged mobs, they're going to keep hitting on you anyway. Melee mobs, it's really not a factor at all. I'm going to go over another mace. Going on to a two-handed mace now. So, got Camlann, again we're running Threatening Smash, Snare Charge, Dread-Laden Fighting. This one has Vendetta, shoots a shockwave in a straight line, activating Vendetta on the first enemy hit. After 1.5 seconds delay, the Vendetta pulls all other enemies in a 9-meter radius to this enemy's position. All enemies pulled will be stunned for 1.5 seconds and receive 210 magical damage. So what I like about the Camlann, this groups mobs up, and it groups them up really nice. So I'm going to do a little demonstration here. See your group's not hitting yet, they're holding their DPS. You throw your Camlann, suck them in, snare charge, grab the aggro, and then by this time your group's fucking, look at them all just stacking up waiting to be nuked. So your group's nuked them down. If they haven't, you got your enfeeble, you're getting low, again, juicy block, always got your shield charge. Same principle, some really nice abilities for grouping up.
Engage. Sprints. Big clump. Drop your E's, boys. Drop your E's. Fucking